Hey, what's up, guys? This is Harry Dell coming with the post-fight reaction to Donaire versus Walters and Triple G versus Rubio. All right, let me start off with Donaire versus Walters. First of all, I like to say, Donaire had a great career, but his career is over, and he needs to retire. He just, leading up to the fight, he didn't seem like he was interested in boxing anymore. He was struggling in his last performances, barely edging out some wins. But he was in there tonight with somebody who was young, fresh, strong, very good technically, and really was not afraid of Donaire's power. Donaire was able to hurt Walters in the end of the second round with a very good shot. But luckily for Walters, the round ended and he was able to recover during the break, and he used the first half of the third round to recover as well, because he wasn't really moving as much and he wasn't reacting as well. But after that, he recovered, his momentum picked back up, and he was controlling the fight all the way to the end. Donaire was looking for that one shot. After he caught Walters at the end of the second round, Donaire was just looking for that one shot. He was just hoping his power was going to save him once again, and it just didn't work. Walters caught on really fast. After Donaire had some failed attempts at some really hard winging shots that he missed, Walters was like, okay, he's looking for that one shot. Let me just take my time and try to counter him. And that's exactly what happened. He took him out. He used Donaire's own aggression to get that knockout, because Donaire was really trying to hit him hard with that left hook. Completely missed. Was out of position. He didn't see the punch coming, and that was it. It was the end of the fight. But Donaire had a great career, but his time is done. Moving on to Triple G versus Rubio. Now, there's some good news and there's bad news coming from this result, and I'm gonna give you the bad news first. The bad news is, yet again, we see another one-sided sparring session that was not exciting, that was just not worth really paying to see. I know it was free, but I'm talking about paying to see in person. Now, if you think that I'm trying to shit on Golovkin, before you put your keyboards down, let me finish what I gotta say. The bad news is, we saw something that we already are getting fatigued of watching, and that is Golovkin dominating guys that don't belong in his class. Because we want to see great fights involving Golovkin, because many people are starting to put him up there with one of the greats in the middleweight division, like Hagler, Hopkins, Roy Jones Jr., James Toney. They are putting him up there, and they are saying he could be one of the greatest middleweights of all time. That is a huge statement to say for anybody in any weight division. That is a huge statement. And Golovkin, he has the potential, but he's not there yet. We need to see him there. We need to see him in there with somebody who is dangerous for him, someone who could beat him, someone to where he is the underdog in the fight, and to we need to see adversity. We haven't seen him go through anything like that, and until we do, we're not going to be able to say how great he truly is. Now, I know I said the fight was not exciting, because it wasn't, but that's not Golovkin's fault. It takes two to tango, people. It takes two to tango. Two great fighters make a great fight. Two great fighters that want to fight make a great fight. You know what I mean? But Rubio completely let me down when he struggled to make weight yesterday, and he didn't even bother to try to shut off the 1.8 pounds left. I knew he was gonna get his ass kicked. I just knew it. Just from that, I knew he was gonna give a good fight. I knew that was gonna happen. But then what happened yesterday by him not making weight, that to me just kind of, to me, I was like, all right, I thought he was going to give a good 6 rounds. Now he's going to give probably nothing. And that's what happened. He just, he didn't have anything. He didn't belong in there, man. He just didn't belong in that ring with Golovkin. Golovkin wasn't even going full power on Rubio. Golovkin didn't beat Rubio with power tonight. Okay, and that's something that did impress me. Okay, I was able to get that out of this fight. Just that. And the fact is, Golovkin didn't beat Rubio with power. He beat him with accuracy. The shots that hurt Rubio were the most accurate and just pinpoint, just right on the weak spots. Okay, it wasn't even about power. So that shows that Golovkin he really is thinking in there. He's focused. He zooms in on where he wants to land, and it doesn't even have to waste his he doesn't have to waste his punches throwing all that power. He just picks it. He just picks the spots perfectly, and just that alone, was able to take Rubio out. But anyways, we got to see what happens next. With that being said, let me go on to the good news. The good news is this is the last time we're going to see him in there with somebody who is not at his level. This is, and I guarantee you, this is the last time we're going to see Golovkin fighting somebody who stands no chance. This is the last time. So that's the good news, because I know everybody in Golovkin's team, the people that are running his career, the managers, the promoters, they are just like, all right, that's it. We need to get him in there with somebody that is top level in order to make Golovkin a star. Because look what happened. He was able to sell out the StubHub, and they had to add more seats, and they even had a standing section where there was no seats left. So you just got to stand and watch the fight. I mean, you're talking about somebody who fought for the first time in Southern California, and there's a lot of potential there for him to become a star. But one-sided beatings do not make somebody a mega star. What makes a star is someone who performs in a war, in a tough battle, in a tough matchup, in a great fight where you don't know who's gonna win. That's what makes stars. So I know that the Golovkin team is aware that this is the last time we could afford to waste people's time, because we know Golovkin can beat these guys. But let's see what he can do with the world-class guys. Now, who will fight him? I expect Cotto and Canelo to step up. If the WBC orders for them to, in order for them to fight, they got to fight Golovkin. Whoever wins this fight has to fight Golovkin. Now, Cotto's ego and Canelo's ego, I don't know if that would happen, but you never know. The WBC is pretty powerful, but they're also lenient, and they favor the fighter who is more beneficial to them and all that bullshit. You know how it is. But I wouldn't be surprised if that was part of the contract. Golovkin, where does he go from here? I mean, he could fight again this year if he wanted to, really. But I doubt it. For sure, he would probably fight at the beginning of the year, and then possibly, most likely, fight on the undercard of Canelo versus Cotto. And that would be interesting, because if they do set up a Golovkin versus Cotto Canelo winner, that's going to be a great fight. Anyways, guys, until next time, see you later.